Hello, BookTube, and welcome back to another installment of Book Trifles. Now, I do apologize. I had meant this to be my Saturday afternoon, or at least my time to go up at 12 noon. However, I made a boo-boo, and I did my second childhood book quest video. So, and I said the time that the whatchamacallit, the poll was going to be live as well. So this week, as I say, it will be out of place. So this is now going up at 5 p.m. Saturday, my time, British summertime. Now, the topic this week is Endpapers. Every book has them, front and back. But do you think about them? It covers up the front and back. But it's not just out of modesty. There is a use to them and a purpose. But also they can be decorative. Now, I've got a few examples here. Let's just talk about the plain end paper. Well, first of all, the terms. Like the end paper, this is a book that's been rebound. I've shown this before. This is volume 2 of Victor Hugo's Les Miserables. It's a second printing of the first English translation. Now, this is rebound, you see. So the end paper is used to basically connect the casing of the cover to the book itself. And it's one piece of paper, and there is a paste down, or it's sometimes called front attached end paper, because we are at the front here. And at the back, well, yeah, surprise, surprise, back attached end paper, or back paste down. And it's glued down. It covers up. You can see the fold over of the marbled paper, or it could be leather as well. Like here, it'll be leather. And there'll be a bit of a line there. You can't really see it, but this here is covered up as well. There is a cloth that is attached to the spine, and it comes up and it attaches to the book itself. But this just covers up all the unsightly sin. It's just like having a front and back on your body. It just covers up the unsightly bits. Yeah, that's it. The unsightly bits. Anyhow, so it's attached. So, and then it's this one here is free, but it is connected, and it's like there, you got a gutter there. It's called a gutter because you can see it's a gutter, but it's also forming a hinge as well. Now, this is a front free end paper or front fly leaf, and at the back, back flyleaf or back free end paper. And these obviously are plain, but it's sort of a cream colored paper. And it's cut to the exact size that's wanted, and it's created. However, it doesn't end there. There are multitudes of different types of end papers, different types of paper, texture. Also, like on the marbling on the outside, there is marbling end papers as well. Maybe not the 100 best, or the best example, but there it is. This is a volume of Lord Byron's poetry, a tiny volume. But you can see it's the same deal, but it's marbled. Now, let's go to ones that are a little more, well, also decorative. This is the Everyman Library, and this is William Morris's design from the Kelmscott Press. You see the design that's a sort of a iconic end papers. And it's got the quote, "Every man I will go with thee and be thy guide in the most need to go by thy side. In thy most need to go by my side." So, and it's same in front and back, sort of beautiful designs. Now we go to ones that have maps. That's Africa, or Central Africa. Um, Lake Victoria, and this is from River of the Gods. Search for the Nile. So you got that on a more modern book. Now, as I said, you can have stuff that's textured. This is from the annotated Poe. And it's a textured paper. I'm not sure if you can see that. You might, yeah, there you can see it. You can see the texture of it. But it is still paper. But there are some that are satin, or silk end papers. So there's all sorts. And then you get really high class. Well, not so sure about high class, but pictures, like really nice high quality now that are printed pictures. And here is this is the Ace limited edition Dune that was given to me. It's a little scuffed up, and I think that's why it was given to me. And see, it's got, I don't think this is the best example for this, but it's a nice design, and it's in front and back as well. Well, that's a different one. Okay, so we got a different one in the back. I didn't notice that. But yeah, there's all sorts. There's books that I've seen and have where they got facsimile of signatures on it, or scribbling, or whatever, to the design for certain things. So my question is, have you ever thought of Endpapers, first of all? And do you prefer them just plain, so you can maybe write on them? Because Endpapers too, people slap down. Let me get an example here. Just give me a second. They put down their book plates. Now, let's get an example of a book plate. There we go. There we got an example of a book plate. You see, that wouldn't be too nice if it was over top of the marbling so much. Well, not too much to think, but definitely a map, or the pictorial one, nice design. That sort of, not defaces it, but it takes away from it. So, do you like the plain ones so you can do that kind of thing, or write in it? Because on the colored ones you can write, but you may not be able to see anything. You have to go to the next page somewhere to write in it. Or do you like the marbling? Or do you like maps? Do you have any preference, in other words, for the type of Endpapers that there are? Because it's a whole myriad through time, and the quality of paper as well. Like I say, there's silk Endpapers that are really, really nice. You can just feel the design on it. And I'm thinking sort of as the more newer ones is the Franklin Library or the Easton Press Library, or Easton Press. But yeah, so there's my book trifles for this week. I'm not sure what next week is going to be, but I'll think of something. Thank you, BookTube.